Welcome everyone. Sorry, I saw for the briefest second a little fuzz floating around to the non-spoiler review of The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon by Stephen King. I am Leanne and I'll be your host here at the Reading Writing Corner. This book is a standalone. It is a short story about a little girl lost in the woods. When I read this book, it's a Stephen King book, so that's why I read it. So I thought it was going to be good. Okay, so the blurb. On a 6-mile hike on the Maine, New Hampshire branch of the Appalachian Trail, 9-year-old Trisha McFarlane quickly tires of the constant bickering between her older brother Pete and her recently divorced mother. But when she wanders off by herself and then tries to catch up by attempting a shortcut, she becomes lost in a wilderness maze full of peril and terror. As night falls, Trisha has only her ingenuity as a defense against the elements and only her courage and faith to withstand her mounting fears. For so long, she turns to her Walkman to broadcast of Boston's Red Sox baseball games and follows the gritty performance of her hero, relief pitcher Tom Gordon. And when her radio's reception begins to fade, Trisha imagines that Tom Gordon is with her, protecting her from an all-too-real enemy who has left a trail of slaughtered animals and mangled trees in the dense, dark woods. Trisha left the trail to go peek, to cause some panic in her mother and brother for always arguing with her brother about dumb stuff. She gets lost. That's a non-spoiler. The setup of the characters was quick. The motive of Trisha was trying to get her brother and mother to stop arguing. The others were never really revealed. How the characters react to the situation. Trisha goes crazy. At least I think she does. As for what I can get about her parents and her brother, they panicked when she got lost. The genre is considered to be a psychological horror thriller, which is what I think it is. Even though it says it's horror, I don't really think it's horror in that sense. I think it's more psychological because a lot of stuff happens in her mind that she makes up. Did this live up to my expectations? No. I did not like how it revolved around a little girl and her getting lost in the woods. Becoming crazy, she starts to imagine Tom Gordon was there with her and that she loves him. It feels weird. I haven't finished the book. It just feels... It feels weird. Because, you know, the girl who loved Tom Gordon, I would figured it would have been older, but it's not. It's a 9-year-old, and that just... That weirds me out. That weirds me out, okay? Which character did it relate to the most? None of them. Which secondary character said the most? None of them. What was more important? The characters of the plot. Trish was the most important thing as a character and plot, because, you know, it's all about her. And her being lost in the woods. It had one voice, which was Trisha's. Should you go and read this story / series? Yes. If you enjoy psychological thriller about a little girl lost in the woods, or if you just enjoy Stephen King books, you might enjoy this. I didn't. But that's okay. That's okay. I didn't. So if you think I deserve a like, comment, or even a lovely subscription, drop it down below. Otherwise, boy. Okay, people who didn't want to be spoiled. There's not a lot of spoiling here because I don't have a lot. Okay? I didn't have a lot. Trisha McFarlane, her favorite baseball player is Tom Gordon. She likens herself as a visible girl. She left the trail to take a pee and cause a slight panic on her mother and brother as punishment for their arguing, and she went too far and got lost and turned around, and I mean, she tried to find her own way out, and up to where I got, she was going towards she was at a river and trying to follow it to try and get herself out. Peter McFarland, his favorite baseball player was Mo Vague, wanted to live with his father, but his mother refused and takes him on adventures that he complains about. He actually only wants to live with his father because of his old school and his friends there, because he feels like he's an outcast at the new school. Quilla Anderson, formerly McFarland, favorite player is Nomar Garcia Parra. The mother of Peter and Trisha, she wanted them to give them adventures outside in the world. I don't know, as a way to make them like her more. Not really sure. You have Larry McFarlane, whose baseball player is Tom Gordon, favorite. He split up with his wife, and I believe he was married. and Trisha looks up to him a lot, from what I read. Tom Gordon is a Red Sox baseball player that only shows up as Trisha's imagination to keep her from panicking too much. There's one voice and it is Trisha's. My favorite character was no one. My most disliked character was no one. Didn't get that far into it. It was told in chronological order with appropriate language. The foreshadowing was revealed early. The suspense was if she was going to be found or not. At least that's what I thought. The background is explained enough to understand that children will be children. Trisha just wanted peace. Peter didn't want to go back to his old school, and his mother wanted them to enjoy their time with her. The title book meant Trisha was the one who loved him already and used it as a way to keep her sanish. What stood out as memorable was Trisha felt like she was invisible to her mother and brother once they started arguing, and you know, there's a lot of people out there who can relate to that. My favorite passage in the story is that I did not have one. I don't have one. Don't have a favorite passage. My favorite quote, though I do have one, is basically this. A Sanford woman hiking a Castle County section of the Appalachian Trail with her 2 children has reported her daughter, 9-year-old Patricia McFarland, missing and presumably lost in the woods west of TR-90 in the town of Morton. How long did it take her to realize that her daughter was missing, and how long did it take her to get back to a place where she could actually report that her daughter was missing? How long did you go to look for her? Because the child got missing real quick. Like, real quick. In like 30 minutes she got lost. What I thought about the end of the book? I don't know about the end of the book because I DNF'd it about 60 pages in, and this book had like, about 200 pages in it, and I didn't get that far. What book did it remind me of? Nothing, as I did not finish it. This book is, as a standalone. I rate this a 1 because I did not enjoy the point of view or the way it was going. Especially with the title, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. Like, was it platonic love? Or is she actually in love? And, I didn't want to find out. If you want to tell me, go ahead and drop it down below, because I hope it's platonic, because if it's not, it's creepy and disgusting, and I want no part of that, okay? So if you think I deserve a like, comment, or even a lovely subscription, drop it down below. I will see you next illusion.